Hi, my name is Orla and it's Blue. So how are you today? I hope you're doing fantastic. If you're new here, hi, my name is Orla. I'm a big fan of K-pop, fan culture, pop culture, and today I'm going to be talking about starting a K-pop collection. K-pop album collections is very big in the K-pop world. Yeah, K-pop albums are very much like a collector's item just because of how they're done with the photo books, different versions. They're very unique. I really love it. I really think that the rest of the world needs to get on. I need to stop doing this. That the rest of the world starts getting on this level because it's genius. It's genius marketing. But yeah, if you like K-pop and fan culture and want to see more videos like this, you might as well give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the little bell notification. It's just a fun time on this channel. So let's get right into it. No need to kind of let's get into it. But starting off, I want to say that having a K-pop collection, sorry, I have my hot water bottle. It's very kind of hot. It's very hot. I think I did this too hot, but I'm freezing. I get to this point, if it gets past a certain point in the year, I don't want to put on the radiator because like it's April and I don't want to put on the radiator, but I'm freezing. So, hot water bottle. Yeah, so to start off, I just want to say, I do not think that it is essential to have a K-pop collection. It does not make you any more or less of a fan. To each their own. I'm just saying this if it is something that you are interested in or maybe thinking of doing, because usually you think about it a little bit before you start it. And also, this isn't going to be like how to get money for the collection. This is just about like how to grow the collection, not like handy little ways to make money or anything like that. First thing, just have an idea of who you want to collect, if you want to collect groups or if you just want to buy albums casually. I personally have albums from groups that I don't know any of the members because I just really like that album and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna buy that. I know some people have a problem with that and I don't really, because it's art and I just want to support the artists. And so yeah, just have an idea of like who you want to collect and like if you would like to just casually buy some albums that you just like on the side. A really important thing that I think is to come up with your own personal rules. This is gonna sound like really weird because like it's not that serious, but just to make sure that you're not going like out of control, because I remember when I first started buying albums, I didn't really have any thought process on what I was buying and when I was buying it. I was just buying everything and anything, and then I was like, whoa, this is a lot of money, and this is a lot of money that I don't actually, like I physically have the money, but can I afford this? No. So just come up with your own set of personal rules to stop yourself from going overboard if that is something that you need. Look, if you have loads of disposable income, go ahead, do whatever you want. But it's just that if you don't have a huge disposable income, it's just make up your own rules. So my own personal rules, I don't buy any Japanese albums just because they are more expensive than Korean albums. So I don't buy any Japanese albums. I only have one, and that is a BTS one, and that's because I was in London and it was only £10. So I was like, I'll get that. Another rule of mine is that I don't like to buy Another rule of mine is that I don't like to buy any more than 3 versions of a standard album. Now I have actually kept to that. Now I have 4 versions of the same album, but that album, it's one that is a limited edition and then 3 that are standard editions. So I don't like to buy any more than 3 standard editions of an album. Now, that being said, Stray Kids are my weakness. So Stray Kids, I usually have no control around the money that I spend around them, which is surprising that I don't have their Japanese album. Like I don't have any like Japanese album from them. Anyway, I just feel like 3 versions of an album could be justified, but any more than 3, like those 4 version albums, 5 version albums, I just could not justify. I could not justify those. And like member versions as well. Like, are you trying to kill me? Having these, what the fuck is that? There's like white stuff on this. Oh my god.
What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Was that snow?
No, hardly. Was it ice? Anyway. Yeah, member version albums just try to kill me. Because like, we have like 8 member groups or 7 member groups and every single member has their own version. I personally do not buy or trade photo cards. What I get is what I get and I'm happy with it that way. I think that for me personally, it's a bit more fun. And that's just me personally. I know that some people really enjoy buying and collecting photo cards. I just don't. And that's my own personal thing. When it comes to groups that I only like slightly stan or I'm just like a casual listener, if I want to buy the album, cool. But I need to remind myself that I don't need to own like multiple versions from a group that I don't stan intensely. I should have been reminded of a few times. When you're on your road, your journey of collecting K-pop albums, especially at the start, you're going to look at other people with collections who've been collecting for a few years. I'm coming up on 3 years collecting. In June, I will be collecting for 3 years. Whoa! Whoa! This last year's been a really slow year for me because of COVID. But anyway, you're going to look at people who've been collecting for years, longer than myself, who have 100 plus albums, 200 plus albums. And you're going to be looking at that and being like, they must be rich because they have all these albums. When in reality, they bought them over a longer period of time. It wasn't as difficult buying over a longer period of time. So at the start, it's going to seem like everybody else has all these albums and you don't and you're behind. But don't pressure yourself. It's all fun. Nobody has a collection of over 100 albums in a month. It's not going to happen. And it's not a race either. You don't need 100 albums. If you end up getting 100 albums, cool. But that shouldn't be like the goal. The goal should just be to collect and have fun and be happy. Be happy. Then also, make a plan for the groups that you are planning to collect. So this is really important for the groups that like already exist when you start standing them and they already have some albums that are out. Like for me, with like Stray Kids, I've been collecting them nearly since they debuted. So it's been really easy for me to have a full Stray Kids collection because I've just been buying as they come out. So it was a lot easier that way. Now for BTS, I still don't have a full BTS collection, even though I've been standing them for 3 years, just because like their 4 version albums intimidate the fuck out of me. I will have them one day, but right now I know I don't need them. So it's like a slow process. Make a plan. Say you have like X amount of money a month and you can spare Z amount of money each month for albums. You can know what you can get each month based on that. Does that make any sense? I've been bringing algebra into this. XY, that is algebra. Yeah. But yeah, so say if you're like looking at a BTS collection, you could be like, well, I'll start with the most recent albums and then I'll work back. Or you can be like, I'll start at the oldest albums and then work forward. Or you could just be like, well, this is my favorite album, so I'll start off here and then I'll go for my next favorite album and then I'll just keep on going. That's a really good thing to have in your notes app. You know the notes app? I just like type down different groups that I like, different groups that I am planning on collecting, and I just kind of work away at it. It's a slow but steady process. And lastly, what I would just say is like mosey around at the different places that you can buy albums and see which one is your favorite. So K-Town for you, K-Pop Town, some eBay sellers I know. Amazon I don't personally like because I think they're a bit overpriced. Also, I don't really like Amazon. Bit too big for me. And some of you are potentially going to be able to like go to shops and just buy K-pop albums in shops. So yeah, just like mosey around, see where buying albums is the best for you. That's all. Lastly, just make sure you're having fun. Make sure you're buying albums because you want to buy them, not because you feel like you have to buy them. This was a short video, but that's all I wanted to say. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, turn on post notifications. Remember, you say genius, I think Min Yoongi. All my socials will be linked below, and I will see you when I see you. Okay, bye.